G'day. In this interesting afternoon, I just received a phone call from somebody who's gone to a court, challenged jurisdiction, moved the case into the High Court. The court has acknowledged they have, and it's all done. The court actually has the papers, so the court is fully aware that the court is under challenge. It's been challenged properly and officially. And now someone without very much intelligence has told them somehow that it's a state issue and there's nothing to do with the Commonwealth. Well, the states are part of what creates the Commonwealth, so I'd say it does. And if you think it's different, you are not very bright. And the person I know who said it and the people behind that person are about as thick as two short planks. This is the Commonwealth Constitution Act 1900 UK. Our constitution is derived from it. Like it or lump it, that's the law. This states 107, 108 and 109 creates the states. The states are created under that section, subject to and draw their authority referentially from that constitution. Not what you told that person. This is not giving legal advice. You gave the wrong advice in relation to the law, which is your law. And you said it incorrectly. HCA 48 of 1996 states clearly what I've just said. Plus, 106 allows the state constitutions to continue subject to this constitution and altered in accordance with their constitutions. Clear enough? This is the lawful state constitution of Western Australia. An act to confer a constitution on Western Australia and to grant a civil list to Her Majesty, reserved 29th of April 1889, Royal Assent proclaimed 21st of October 1890. So it's been Royal Assent. It is a law. It is a letters patent, can only be changed by the reigning monarch. This constitution says we join together in an indissoluble federation of the Commonwealth of Australia. I don't care what people tell you, and that's what I said to the lady. Under Chapter 3, Section 76, page 795 of the Constitution, anyone who exercises authority must prove that authority. When the court was challenged, they succumbed to that challenge and decided they would go ahead and ignore it. Fools, idiots, total clowns. The Constitution is very, very clear. Very clear. It states very clearly that you cannot do what you're doing. They must tell you where in the Constitution their authority comes from. Does it say that? Yes, just so that you know. Because so do these people who think they know anything. You've got a real problem with what you are telling people. That's fraudulent information. This is a lawful challenge to how it is on page 346. Not all laws enacted by the Parliament are lawful. Only those laws made pursuant to, in accordance with, and under the authority granted by our Constitution are binding on the courts, judges, and the people of every state. All other laws are void. This lawful challenge brings two issues for you. If you believe the Federal Parliament, Australian Government has authority, then you must put the matter to the High Court under Section 40 of the Judiciary Act 1903, which the lady complied with, and make application to the High Court to determine the constitutional issues. That's filed, and the court acknowledged that. If we make the application, then it can only be determined that you are sitting in treason and fraud, and that leaves the High Court to no alternative than to issue warrants for all traitors. This is what you can do, and that doesn't matter what law firm you are. It doesn't matter. And if you give that information, you are not telling the truth. It's as simple as that. Western Australia has never been lawfully constituted, and you people know that, and you choose to ignore it. You are being absolutely stupid in trying to make out that the Constitution is wrong, you know everything, and everything you want to do is correct. Well, you're wrong, and you know you're wrong. And if you read the Constitution and say I'm wrong, then you're a nut to go with it. There's an oath. I do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to law, so help me God. That is the oath. Those magistrates haven't used it. There's your constitutional issue. Or the alternative, I, the magistrate, do solemnly and sincerely affirm and declare that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to law. Now it's to King Charles, according to law. His heirs and successors. But you haven't got that in here, so the oath you took, I, your name, do solemnly swear I will serve the people and the state of Western Australia. The people are the state. I don't know where you came from, but the people are the state. The other state is a corporate state set up under Section 8 of the Acts Amendment Repeals Court and Legal Practice Act. Fact. Do I have to explain myself to you? No. You already know. Why are you teaching people wrong? Because you want to see them lose. Now, page 795. Every power alleged to be vested in the national government or any organ thereof must be affirmatively shown to have been granted. There is no presumption in favour of the existence of a power. On the contrary, the burden of proof lies on those who assert its existence, to point out something in the Constitution which, either expressly or by necessary implication, confers it. I don't care what you think. Again, in Lane versus Morrison, HCA 29 of 2009, it states, a court is a gathering under the Crown. They've removed it, so what are you gathering under now? So the constitutional issue is no Crown, no right, no authority, and you will not listen because you know better. I don't know everything. I'm still learning just like you, only I've learned a heck of a lot more than you people. I've actually used this document that people keep putting down and saying I don't know what I'm talking about. So the person who said that I don't know what I'm talking about, you have no idea. You think you know. And if you keep going and listening to the idiots that are teaching you, I know who they are. I know who's in their group. Do I agree what took place in relation to Mandy Sonino? No. I've listened to some of the lies that come out of the mouths of some of the people there who quoted something that I didn't say as something that I did say. So you want to argue, you better have a better memory than you got. The fact is the Constitution gives you the right to challenge the jurisdiction. I just read it straight out of the Constitution. And you must prove jurisdiction. The fact that the magistrate read the document and said I'm going ahead anyway just goes to show the criminal contempt of the High Court. However, the High Court's been advised, and an email will be sent after something else is put to the court. It's nothing to do with you or me, and it will be sent to the High Court announcing the fact that the court in a particular area sat in criminal contempt of the High Court. You see, the issue has been put to the High Court under Section 40 of the Judiciary Act. It is a constitutional issue. 78B says when an issue arises under the Constitution in a court, it's the duty of the court not to proceed. You understand what not to proceed means? I don't care what some half-wit has told you. I call them half-wits because they go half-cocked. They think they know everything when they know nothing. And the problem arise from that. And you think you can denigrate people. Well, you're wrong. You can't. And that's how it is. So everything you said to that woman is a lie. Simple as that. I'll tell you something.